Hi, do you sometimes find it hard to say no to others and yes to yourself? I did too. When my second marriage was falling apart, I coped with it by starting to write about love and its misunderstandings. Over the next decade, those pieces of writing evolved into my first book called The Love of the Universe. And I self-published that book in 2017, and it was actually based on the Eastern chakra system, but I interpreted that information into dimensions of consciousness, which I called the principles of living energy, and they came to be called the loving principles of living energy. And they're written as affirmations, and they're designed to invoke different dimensions of love within ourselves, both for ourselves and for others and for the world as well. Personally, these principles help to reduce my codependencies, and they also help me to focus on my own creative needs. Through them, I learned how to focus on my own fluctuating energy, not as mood swings, but as the natural yin and yang of the creative cycle, which I think all artists understand, whether they're writers or sculptors or filmmakers or whatever it is they create. And I think other professions such as scientists too would experience these periods of high creativity followed by the rest and renewal that we must have in order to create again. So today I want to summarise the first 4 principles. So these are the principles in the book. There are 8 of them. So far, I have more in my notes, but that's another story. The first one is called Principle 0 because I wanted to invoke the round womb-like shape. And the circle also represents the source and all sorts of other things which you'll find if you read the book. And Principle 0 is I am the love of the universe. And I use it to remind me that once we're adults, it's our own responsibility to recognise our basic needs for rest and renewal. It corresponds to a womb-like state, but as adults, we can't crawl into a womb. We have to create that womb condition for ourselves. And most of us wait until we've completely burnt out and diagnosed with depression before we realise that we actually need to create that safe place of retreat for ourselves and not have it be regarded as a sickness but as a rejuvenation period. And Principle 1, I'm important and I care for myself. That's to remind us that we're worthy of taking the time to set our own boundaries and care for our own needs. It's a self-esteem booster. Women in particular, we're so used to drawing our self-esteem from taking care of others, and then we end up with not enough energy to take care of ourselves, and we don't realise it until we become burnt out, unwell, angry, whatever it is that happens eventually when everything starts to catch up with us. Principle 3. Principle 2. Let's start with that one. Let's go on with that one next. Energy rises and falls. So that reminds us that no matter what our mood is today or our energy levels, they will change. So it's to help us to remember that we're creatures, not machines, and there is a natural up and down flow of our energy at every level, whether it's physical energy, mental energy, emotional energy, social energy. We all have these fluctuations, and we can't expect ourselves to be up all the time. And I'm only going to cover the third one now, Principle 3. Curiosity opens the mind. Now that one reminds us that even when we suffer the down cycle of Principle 2, the falling cycle, eventually something will pique our curiosity and we'll be pulled out of that down cycle again, enthusiastic, energetic, and ready to get on with our lives. So if you'd like to know about these principles in a deeper way, or if you'd like to know the rest of them, they're listed in my book. Now we're doing this promo today because this is it. These are all the copies that are left. So if you want one, this is the last time. I'm not going to reprint these because at some stage I will be developing these principles more further into another book. So this one won't be reprinted. Grab your copy now or miss out. Thanks for watching today. I'm working on my third book now, which is a memoir, a big departure from the genre I've written in so far. And I have to credit Principle 5 as well. Principle 5 of this book is my expressions create my life, which means that I have to express my energy, do the work, get it done, and now I'm up to book 3 because I've continued to work these principles. So thank you. Happy creating, everybody.